Hello guys, this is FRENCHCOPS. Today we're gonna speak about the expedition departure. I know I'm a bit late, but with all the Cantina Legend drama, it took me a lot of time. So if you didn't watch the Cantina video, I posted yesterday and 2 days ago, please take a look, it's really important. We have to fight for us, and I hope Embark will do something. I really want to speak about the expedition departure because when I go toilet and I have nothing to do, I'm watching people on TikTok. Like the live on TikTok, and most of the time people are really confused and have no idea about the expedition. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a video to explain everything, because I feel like the Embark communication, as always, is really bad. So I'm gonna do their job. They should hire me because I don't get any money from that, from them at least. You have to go in expedition no matter what. It's really important, because maybe I should start by the beginning, because there is people who probably don't know much about Arc Raiders. So when you are on the lobby, I've been in your main characters things, you just go on Raider and project an expedition. If you didn't done it already, you will have a list of things to do. If you are at this point, you are probably screwed because it's too late, sorry. And if you're watching this video after the expedition left, you are a screw also, so I'm sorry, you can close the video, and thanks for watching. But if there is still times, you really need to sign for the departure. It's really important, because even if you are a casual who don't have much things, you don't care about losing what you have, because it's like nothing. So no matter what happens, you have to click. Even if you don't have enough money, it's fine, because in the end, this bonus, they will be permanent. Every time you're gonna miss one expedition, you will be always behind the player who left. It's like this, it's too late. So if you don't go, someone like me who start the expedition with 5 skills points, I will always have 5 more skill points than you. And if it's only once, it's okay. But if you miss the next one, you will lose 10 points. The next one, you will lose 15 points. And this is permanent. So every expedition you're gonna miss, you will always be behind someone who take all the expedition. And it works also for the 12 stash, I'm speaking French now, the 12 stash slot, because every time you're gonna miss one, you will lose 12 stash. So it means if you lose 2 expeditions, you lose 24 spot. If you lose 3, it's like 36. And at the end, it's a lot. So the only reason you don't want to take the expedition is if you don't plan to play Arc Raider on long term. If you are just playing with fun and you're gonna quit in like 2 weeks, you don't care about the expedition. But if you want to play even casually, like 1 day a week, like on long terms, you need to take the expedition. It's really important. If you sign for the departure, I mean, you know, there is a button. I can't show it because now it's too late, but there's a button, like I think it's on the right here, to start the expedition. It doesn't do anything. They will take the money and they will wipe your stash only at the end of the countdown. So like in 1 day, 9 hours from when I'm doing the video. So you are safe to click, but when you click, after it's too late, you can't go back. But like I said, you really have to go. Everybody should go, to be honest. I mean, I don't even understand why they give the option to not go, because like for the first week of trials, there are gonna be people level 1 competing with player level 75. I mean, the first week are easy because like everybody's together, so it's easy to like rank up, but I don't understand why they made that. I hope they're gonna change the trial or rework it, because it's a bit weird. If I wasn't wiping, I would have such a big advantage on the trials, because I had money and many things to do the many tries, you know? And someone who's gonna start from scratch, he will have only shit at the beginning. So in the first few days, yeah, it's a really big advantage, but you have to go in departure. All this buff are, I don't know if all the buff are permanent. I know that the 12 is permanent, the bonus skill is permanent. And I think the XP boost and I mean all these things are only at each expedition, they don't stack. I might be wrong, I don't know. You know, the communication is so bad that I didn't really do my homework. And voilà, that's it for the expedition. Don't know if I'm missing anything. Obviously, it's better to have the 5 millions, because you get 5 skill points. But even if you have less, it's better to have 3 skill points than 0. And voilà. Okay, now, if you don't have made the 5 million yet, and if it's not too late, I'm gonna show you how to make really fast money, probably the best way in the game. So you just go on Stellar Montis and Freeloader. You can also play with looting too, if you want, and like kettle or any ship. I mean, you need a ship loadout because if you die, you're gonna lose money. So free loadout is really nice for what we're gonna do. Huh? Otherwise, it's not really good. But for what we're gonna do, it's really important. So, because the good thing is every time you're gonna be in the late game, you can suicide instantly, which is really nice because you save so much times. And the time you're gonna lose when you start in the late game Stellamontes with your looting and you have to extract, like the 5 minutes you're gonna lose every time, it's almost the same in the end if you compare, because the freeloader can't carry much as a looting too, but every time you're gonna have a late game, you're gonna suicide, so the money you're gonna lose with a looting too, you're gonna save it by suiciding. So this is the first run. You have to play. It's a fresh game, so we don't suicide. If it's not a fresh game, you suicide. Hello. What is this? Hello, hello. Okay, we have the best start. That's one of the best start. So what you want to do is to go at the metro extraction. So you call the extraction, it's really important. You call the extraction, and once you call the extraction, you always want to do this home. This home is really broken. You have so many lockers. You have like, I don't know, maybe 15. So you take everything, huh? You don't... you just take simply everything. And after you will be picky. Like I'll show you. You have to do like a 2 minutes or 3 minutes run. You really want to be fast. Okay, once you are full, you're gonna throw all the like white item, you know, like this. You don't care. You don't care about the normal bandage. You don't care about the ammo also. So you need to throw all the ammo, plastic, this. Don't care about this. Up. Well, we are not really lucky. Usually there is like way better item, but most of the time you will have like 30,000. Up. We need this what can we throw? That, we can throw that. Okay, up 3 minutes. And the extraction is still open because you called it before. And voila, 3 minutes. My game is really loud, so I'm waiting. I'm playing with a loud game because it's really important to hear the steps of the player and the arc sound, especially in trials, because you need to know exactly where the arcs are around you. So the run was 3 minutes, and you sell everything, huh? You don't care about anything. You need to hold the control button and left click, so you have everything and then you sell. So we got 30,000 in 3 minutes. Simple. You need to be on NA with crossplay on, it's the best. Even if you have like ping, it's okay, it's no problem. Because there is matchmaking based on aggression. This is absolutely sure. So like yesterday, I needed to farm 2 millions. I start my first game, it was a lot of PvP. And I was focused on looting only, so sometimes I got killed like by people shooting me in the back. And after, like when you die like 2 times, you start having like extremely friendly lobby, and more you extract without shooting anyone, more you have the friendly lobby. And at the end, I did like 20 runs with only friendly people. That you have to be by day, because I think by night there is no matchmaking. I think it's more about the loadout you take, not about the aggression factor. So you will see, even if at the start people shooting you, after a few raids you will have only friendly lobby. Like as a 20 game I made, it was only people like speaking, looting together, and it was really easy. So the only negative point is you need to know Stellamontes map, because if you spawn somewhere and you don't know how to go there fast, you're gonna lose time. So it's not really worth. The best is also to loot the medical. Like if you spawn in medical, you loot medical and you go extract as fast as possible. And if you spawn in assembly, you loot the assembly and you go extract as fast as possible. There is like 3 main area. But the one I just showed you in the video is one of the best. The problem is if you are late, sometimes people will do it before you. So that's why I recommend to play with free loadout, and if the game is like not fresh, you just surrender and you start again. Honestly, when I farmed the 2 million yesterday, I was watching a movie on Netflix, so I feel like I didn't even farm it. I was like autopilot. So just put like a movie or Netflix, anything, and you can do it like 2 million in a few hours. Guys, and to finish, let's speak about the new skill tree. It's the same as before, except they did some modification on the last patch. The calming stroll seems to be useful now, because before it was really useless. And most of all, if you are giving the 5 million at the expedition, you will have 81 points, which is, I mean, I think it's 81, if I'm not wrong. But it should be 81. And it will be really strong, because it says 5 points. It seems like not a lot, but in the end, it's really nice. So what I recommend is to use this skill tree. It's the most balanced one. It's the one I made myself. From my experience, like the 500 hours. So on the survival, I didn't took the field crafting because, to be honest, I almost never use it. It might be useful like when you are out of bandage and you want to craft cube. I mean, at start you have to have enough bandage. If you don't have enough, you can just find on people you kill or things like that. But you shouldn't be out of bandage. If you're out of bandage, there's a problem on the starting loadout. And otherwise, it's really useless. Like you can craft maybe some Raider Hatch key in red, but same, you have to take one before. I mean, I think the field crafting is really useless in the current situation. Maybe if they up it will be strong, but for now you really don't need it. Same, I really think the security breach is not worth anymore. Like they made too much nerf. They nerf it like 1 month after the game release. At the last patch, they make the things spawn randomly, so sometimes there are like no security breach at all when they should be one. So to be honest, I'm just keeping this. So what you want to do at start is to reach with 15 points this one to increase the max stamina, because it's really important. And you can just pass for the rest like until you are like high level. So I would go to Jungful Lungs. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. For 15 points, and after I invite you to go to the survival to rush the broad shoulders, because this increases the maximum weight you can carry, and this is really important. Otherwise you're gonna be overweight every time you go for looting. You don't have to take the looter lux right away. You can wait and take it like when you are like level 70 or something like that. And then you need to play conditioning. Why conditioning? Because it's the most useful of the 3 trees in my opinion. Because, I mean, the Minesweeper is absolutely useless. Like, you can just shot in the mines or throw a grenade to make them explode, so you really don't need to... A security breach has been nerfed. There's 2 things. I don't know, 37 points to have this bonus, I don't think it was honest. And the back on your feet seems to be really useful, because when you get critically hurt, you can regenerate your health, which is really strong compared to all the other options. And also, in the current meta, I mean, at least at the high level, every time you are playing like teams against teams, which is like the trial things, you don't do trial solo. So every time you are in doing the trials and you get down, because sometimes you're gonna trade 1 for 1, so someone gonna be down, and people tend to finish you as soon as possible to avoid the defibs. Because at the moment the defibs is too strong, and to be honest, like you can revive your teammate in 1 second. It's really bullshit, so that's why people are always focusing you, I mean, at high level. That's why I think the turtle crawl in the current meta is really strong. You take less damage, so it's harder to finish you, and it can save your life, to be honest. And this one is also really nice because it takes longer to collapse, so if you don't have a survivor and people are like fighting, I mean your teammates are fighting like 2 against 2 or something like that, at least you can stay alive longer so they can revive you when they have time. And just for that, there's 3 things. I really think the conditioning 37 is really OP. So I will do like 15 here, 21 points here, and then do the conditioning, and then I will finish by the mobility and the looter like in the last 4 points, because it's nice but it's not the best things in the game. And voila. If you have any better idea, you can try, but I mean, if you want like something balanced, like good for trial, good for looting, good for fighting, I think this is the best. After, obviously, if you want to do like only trials, you don't need to have the more weight because you're not gonna loot, so you can like skip almost all the survival tree. You can go only for mobility and conditioning. I mean, there is like the possibility of reset your skill. Depending on what you're gonna do in the game, you can reset your skill tree at any point. So if you are doing like only trial push, you can play with a specific tree. If you want to do only looting, you can play with like more point in survival and things like that. So it's up to you. But if you want something balanced, this is my what I think is that is the best. And I think that's all for today, because the wipe is tomorrow. I will post a video about the trials, like I think tomorrow in 2 days. I got to work on it a bit, because we already know what's gonna be the trials. Because it seems if you change like the window date, you can already see which trials you're gonna have like next week. I mean, when I say next week, it's like in few days. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please think about subscribing, it's really important. And thanks to you guys. See you.